But even like, yeah, we have to wait for it to go solid.
It's like your mom. It's
Oh, here we go.
oh boy.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Success.
Good morning. I'd like to ask Mark to take the roll.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, yeah, see, I just turned this up.
Mr. Anthony? I'm going to take roll call. Mr. Anthony?
Here.
Mr. Dertinger?
Here.
Okay, forget it.
If I would ask if you're not speaking, please mute your line.
I see 3 or 4 of them on.
Here.
Mr. Pintabone? Mr. Kraft?
Here.
Whoever's watching this, if you are watching this, please turn down the volume. If you're watching this, you will be on delay of about 10 seconds. We're hearing the echo of the meeting. So either mute your microphone, because I'm hearing myself now in 10-second delay, and
You can see it's one of those 3.
Oh, okay.
all right. Continue the roll, please.
Mr. Kraft?
Yes.
Ms. Vargo Hefner?
Here.
Mr. Donchez?
Here.
Ms. Baum?
Here.
Solicitor Freund?
I'm here, yes.
And Sarah Ortiz, Mark Hartney, and Tina Smith are here for DCD.
All right. In your packet, you all have a copy of the minutes. If I could ask if anyone has any, like to entertain a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
I'll second.
Any questions on the minutes? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right. And since we gave you short shrift last month, Ron, could we have a treasurer's,
Are we going to do public comment?
I'm sorry, public comment? I see a number of people here on for public comment. Is there anyone who would like to speak? If so, please tell us your name, address, and you have 5 minutes.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, this is Michelle Zoka. Can I speak?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, clearly, I'm here because of, the bridge is on 40.
If so, please tell us your name, address, and.
Yeah, it's hard to hear her.
Well, Michelle, you're going to need to
Speak up.
quiet your speaker because you're creating an echo and then please speak into your microphone.
Hold on a second. My speaker is, is this better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I was on speakerphone. Hold on a second. So my name is Michelle Zoka, and I live at 6681 Little Creek Road in Lower Mount Bethel Township. And I'm calling today because of the design, well, first of all, of Bridge 41. Now, let me just take a breath and relax a second. So I'm wondering how the GPA is going to address the fact that the current project description for Bridge 41 is so far off base from the original one we've gotten from Peterson from GPI, I'm sorry, yes, 2 years ago. It has completely changed in the scope of what needs to be done, so much so that the bridge that's proposed now is certainly going to look like a bridge that's on Route 78. Anybody?
We're inviting public comment. This is not public discourse.
Oh, okay, okay. So in other words, I'm just supposed to say things but not expect a response? Okay, correct. Okay, well then I'll keep going. Okay, so that's number one. And then also in 2017, property owners, me included, received a letter sent out by the county with Krieger's letterhead that stated that Krieger will contact us prior to any work that's being done on our property, which has never happened, and hold a public meeting. I'm wondering, has this happened in the past, and when will it happen regarding Bridge 41? Because we have had no contact with anybody from the county. The only contact that's happened, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yep. The only contact that has happened was from the electric company, MedEd, who went on two property owners' properties, telling them what they were proposing to do. So our concern is that this whole project is not transparent at all. It's very, very opaque. And then, let me see. I'm also wondering, and I sent a scan to Sarah Ortiz, why is Bridge 41 even being replaced when just in April 2018, it had a PennDOT sufficiency rating of 71? I cannot let that go. This whole process seems, well, certainly untransparent and insidious. It's not, there's no logic to this. Okay, and I've heard the fact that concrete encased steel, it was the problem, but I'm sure that it can be rehabilitated rather than completely replaced in the way that it's proposed to do right now. So I guess, yes, I don't know what else to say. I thought that it would be a back and forth. That's why I'm calling in.
Charles, I have one question.
Okay.
I couldn't hear the dates that she was citing. If she could repeat her dates, please.
The date for the sufficiency rating was...
The rating and the study.
The rating was April 2018. The sufficiency rating was 71 on Bridge 41.
I have one question. I couldn't hear the dates that she was citing.
Anything else?
No. Thank you.
Sure. So nobody's going to comment on that. How can I find the answers to this? That's my next question. I have to have a question.
A number of these questions have been submitted, and they will be part of a report and a response from the third-party engineer and from Grant Peterson. GPI.
I mean, so there's going to be no in-person discussions about this?
This is public comment.
I don't know what that means.
We are taking your comments.
So I guess I'm requesting an in-person meeting because this is not the way to have communication, truly.
There has been no fewer than 6 in-person meetings in reference to this bridge between the
Okay, I guess.
Public Works Director,
How about another one?
members of the
I'd
GPA,
like that to
members
go on
of the
record. I
GPA,
request another
that's
one.
okay. The GPA with the county executive and the Director of Administration.
Yeah, what about us?
I think another
Sorry.
one is due. Another one is due. Even PennDOT has context-sensitive design, which is not being considered in this case. So I'm going
Okay.
on record, if that's all I can do here, as requesting some communication and transparency.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else for public comment?
Yes, this is Sandra Newman, Lower Mount Bethel Township. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I just wanted to let you know that Bridge 41 was on last night's Board of Supervisor agenda, and I'm here as a representative of the board this morning and want to let you know what its position is on Bridge 41. You've certainly been willing to listen and work with Lower Mount Bethel in the past regarding the bridges on Little Creek Road, and I trust that today you'll do the same. As far as this particular bridge goes, we keep talking about context-sensitive design. And I want to begin today by putting Lower Mount Bethel Township's position on the bridge in context. Lower Mount Bethel has worked very hard and invested very much over the last 2 decades to craft a holistic, cohesive approach to ensure what the community values most: land and resource conservation, fostering a traditional agricultural economy, protecting our farms, saving our rural view sheds, and preserving the scenic quality of our roadways. With these goals in mind, over the past 20 years, we've created an EAC in 2002. We've passed a comprehensive plan that supports these goals in 2007. We became in 2006 the 14th scenic byway in Pennsylvania and created a corridor management plan to protect its state. In 2011, we passed an EIT tax and formed an open space committee and passed an open space plan. And more recently, last year, we invested we invested our EIT money and grant money in the purchase of over 200 acres of trails and woodlands along the Delaware River and Martins Creek. We continue to preserve more farms and have more preserved farms than any other municipality in the county. I mention all of this because it demonstrates why protecting the scenic quality of Little Creek Road is of such importance to our community. I'm going to quote one of our byway consultants referring to this roadway. As travelers head north, they will be stunned by the natural beauty and picturesque one-lane bridges that cross the meandering creek below. This is why we continue to try to minimize and mitigate the negative impact of the P3 program before they become a reality. You received a letter from our engineer spelling out our concerns about the replacement of the existing single span bridge with twin box culverts. We requested more information on structure, elevation, the effects on the stream, hydraulics, and requesting a site-appropriate bridge that would replace in kind the existing bridge. I know Benish's report from 4/28 acknowledges receipt of this letter and mentions that a reply will be sent back to the township. I'm respectfully asking on behalf of my entire board that we schedule a meeting similar to what we've done in the past to directly address our concerns and share our ideas. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there anyone else for public comment?
David Leggett here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sound quality's okay?
Yes.
In one of the meetings that you mentioned earlier with the residents and representatives of Lower Mount Bethel Township, you clearly stated, if this is Charles that I'm, Dertinger that I'm I'm hearing in the background.
I would like
see
a
it.
comment.
You told us that one of the reasons the bridge had to be replaced was because they were no longer using bridges with center pylons because of the debris trap nature causing problems during flooding. That we were going to be getting a clear span 88-foot bridge to replace Bridge 41, and that there was no chance that the bridge would not be replaced. So we were moving forward believing that that was the case. We recently discovered that the design change has been made to leave the center pylon and both bridge abutments, removing the deck and beams and replacing them with a twin box culvert design that's 35 feet wider than the existing structure. And I would like to know why this decision was made and how they can reconcile that the debris trap will now be more than 150% wider than the existing one that currently has a 12-foot wide pile of debris trapped on the bridge right as we speak. How can we reconcile these changes and understand what's going on? And I support Supervisor Newman's request for a meeting that would actually provide some answers to what's going on here, because it appears to me that what they've done is cut the cost of replacing this bridge by about 200%. And we are going to have the biggest eyesore on the planet. And it feels as if this is actually being done as retribution for our concerns over this. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any additional public comment?
Quentin Carnicelli? Can you hear me?
Yes, Quentin, we can hear you.
My question is, when are you going to provide information to the adjacent property owners like any other town does when there is a major change contemplated using their property? It doesn't make any sense to me that this whole process is being kept secret. And then at the last minute, you spring changes on us. So I think it's time for the GPA to get together with this town and its residents and give us the information we need. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments?
Yes, my name is John Mauser. I'm with the Martins Jacoby Watershed Association and Lower Mount Bethel Township Board of Supervisors. We have done numerous stream bank stabilization projects on Little Martins Creek. We have repaired a road collapse, and we are concerned about the width of the opening, the alignment of the bridge, and the footprint of that entire project. We're hoping to review any environmental impact study and a review of the plans to ensure that the infrastructure we have been protecting and putting in place is not adversely affected by this particular project. I'm hoping for a meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else for public comment? All right, hearing none. As I started to say earlier, Ron, we had given you short shrift in our last meeting. So if you could give us the treasurer's report?
Sure thing, Charles. Thank you.
Thank you.
You should have it in front of you there. The balance sheet dated as April 29th. You'll see that we have current cash and cash equivalents of $1,104,000 and change. Receivables, which is mainly our Rising Sun Community Fund, of $350,000 or $429,000. And our beginning fund balance was $1,237,000 and change. On the lower bottom there, you'll see we did have a net loss, which we'll talk about shortly, of $53,540.43. They have an ending fund balance of $1,183,702.21. If you go to the page, which is our income statement, and you'll see the GPA administration account, and this is as of April 30th of this year. The third column, which shows the actual year-to-date, we really don't have any revenues yet, roughly to $3,000. And then you'll see, if you further down go on that column, you'll see we do have some more accounting services audited, the legal services year-to-date, and our administration fees and some liability insurance gives us total expenditures of $56,000 and change, which gives us the net year-to-date loss of $53,540.43. And then the last page, as we always have, the capital project income statement, and that's always money in, some money out to zero it out. And year-to-date, we have $139,871.97, and offsetting expenditures to bring that to our zero balance. Is there any questions?
No. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
I'll make that motion, Paul.
I'll
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, let's move on to the invoices for payment.
Contained in your packet are invoices for payment. The first batch of invoices are from King Spry totaling $5,493.44. The second is from Watt Teeter, our special construction counsel, totaling $33,271. Then Alfred Benish, our third-party engineer, of $12,830.53. We have a legal advertising bill of $327.30. That was to publish the phone number for, I'm sorry. That was for the publication of our audit results. And then finally, we have a $7,000 bill to Met Ed for Bridge 189 tree trimming and removal, totaling $58,922.27.
Is there a motion to pay the invoices?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed?
Aye.
Hearing none, motion passes. And now on to the bridge update. Oh, I'm sorry, invoices paid to date is here for your information. Anyone has any questions on those? Mr. Kuklinski, could you give us the bridge update?
Okay, thank you. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
So far.
Okay. Okay, good. So I'm going to go through the status update that I provided you. It was dated April 28th. You should receive that as well as the spreadsheet of the bridges. Starting with the DEP permits, we received 2 more permits to review. Bridges 41 and 195. 195 was returned, accepted as noted, and Bridge 41 was revised and resubmitted. And I'll talk about that in a second with the meeting that we held. Regarding right-of-way, right-of-way plans were reviewed for bridges 41, 146, 195, 210, and 219. Settlement documents were being sent by Arrow, the right-of-way company for working for Krieger, for bridges 146, 195, 210, and 295. Regarding conceptual plans, Bridge 41 was received on April 22nd for our review, and a meeting was held with Krieger, GPI, and the county on April 29th
to discuss our comments on the permit, the right-of-way plans, and the conceptual plans. Regarding utilities, pre-con conference was held March 25th with PA American regarding bridges 54 and 63. They had a third-party inspector at the site for the water line installation, and as of today, both of those water line installations are complete. Med-Ed has, as of today, removed all their facilities at Bridge 54, and GPI and Krieger have started the coordination with the utility companies for the 2021 bridges. Regarding Bridge 41, as Sandra noted, a letter was received from Lower Mount Bethel Township on April 24th and responsibly sent back to the township from the GPA in coordination with PADEP. So now I'm going to go into construction. Construction is in full steam right now. It's going very well out in the field. There's multiple bridges under construction, and I'll go through each one of them here. I'll provide a quick summary at the end. Bridge 189 and Bridge 191, both of those final acceptance was given for Bridge 189 on April 13th and Bridge 191 on April 21st. Bridge 66, a punch list letter was sent on March the 5th, and they are currently being completed. Krieger is currently working on completing the remaining punch list items, which should be done in the next week or so. Bridge 54, that bridge was closed on March 2nd. PA American water line was complete, and Meta has completed their facilities. The bridge is currently being demolished, and the arch construction should start in the next few weeks. Bridge 63, the two-span arches were both erected last week, and the construction is still ongoing at that bridge. Bridge 76, bridge was closed on April 22nd, and GPI has asked for a waiver from the PA Fish and Boat Commission to work in the stream prior to June 15th. Bridge 119, the bridge was closed on March 2nd. ENS has been placed and demolition has begun. The precast arches were erected on April 10th and construction there is ongoing. Similarly, Bridge 138, the arches were erected on April 7th and construction there is ongoing as well. Bridge 143, a punch list item inspection was held on April 6th. A letter sent on April 8th. The staining was completed on May 7th, is noted in one of the punch list items, and the road was open to traffic on April the 3rd. Similar to Bridge 66, this one hopefully will be closed out in the next week or so. Bridge 184, the bridge was closed on April 22nd, and GPI has asked for a waiver similar to Bridge 76 from Fish and Boat Commission to work in the stream prior to June 15th. Bridge 188, punch list item inspection was complete on April 10th, letter sent on the same day, and once the guide rail is placed on in the next few days and inspected, the road will be ready to be opened. And that's similar for bridges 207 and bridges 224. Once the guide rail is complete and punch list items are ready, the road will be ready to be opened. Bridge 215, this bridge was closed on March 18th. Precast box cover was erected on April 9th, and construction there is ongoing as well. So as a summary for all the bridges we have currently, we have final acceptance given for 6 of them, 157, 202, 205, 227, 189, and 191. There are currently 2 open to traffic, bridges 66 and 143. They're both substantially complete, and we have 10 additional that are under construction right now. There are still 7 bridges remaining in design. We've had inspectors out at the site for all the major milestones, and we've been very pleased with what we've been seeing in the field. It's been very good communication with on a multiple daily basis with Krieger and GPI, and we've been very happy with what's been going on. It's been going very well. That concludes my report. Any questions?
Yes, Greg, if you could give us a sense for the bridges that are under construction at present, what is our projection for them to be complete?
As of right now, there's, as I noted, 3 of them, they're waiting for the guide rail to be installed. And once this guide rail is installed, they'll be ready to open the traffic. Regarding the others, I don't know if Bill Granz is on the phone or not. He's not. I mean, I can get you a detailed time, but they're all next. They should be completed relatively soon.
By the end of the month?
Yeah, I think that's the goal. The goal is to have them done as quick as possible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Greg, it's Lori. So
Lori.
did I hear you correctly in saying that the plans for Bridge 41 were not finalized as of yet?
They are not finalized, that's correct.
Okay. So the concerns and questions that were addressed today, it's not done. It's basically
That's
the
correct.
answer to those folks.
That's correct.
Okay.
All right. Before us, we have the resolution for payment for certain sums under the P3 contract in reference to the last year's milestones. Oh, and to that extent, John, did you want to reference the executive session that was had prior to this vote being taken?
Yeah, thank you, Charles. Yes, there was an executive session held yesterday, conference call for purposes of discussing upcoming mediation as well as to review this resolution, which essentially allows for the release of certain monies that were withheld for the May 31st and August 2019 milestone payments. And the motivation for this at this time is twofold. Number one, heard a rather positive report in terms of progress from Mr. Kalinsky. And number two, the contract requires these payments. There are various offsets that could occur, and those are all set forth in the resolution. And this is recommended, of course, by me as well as a special construction counsel.
Thank you. If there are no additional questions or comments in regard to this resolution for payment, would somebody make a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Ken seconds?
I'll second.
All those in favor? I'm sorry, are there any questions on this motion?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, the ayes have it, thank you. And now we have the introduction of the GPA resolution for the St. Luke's bond refunding?
Correct. St. Luke's approached us a couple weeks ago about doing a refinancing of bonds that they have through the Northampton County GPA and the Lehigh County GPA. For the purpose of the resolution, we are saying it is going to be up to $100 million. With that, I believe Tom Lichtenwalner is on the phone.
Yes, I
From
am.
St. Luke's. Tom, would you like to describe the project or the refinancing at all?
Well, as you mentioned, Mark, we're looking at refunding some of our bond series 2010A and B, 2013B, and 2017A to take advantage of the low interest rate environment that we're in. And we're going to refinance this through BB&T.
Thanks, Tom. So within the GPA's packet is a resolution approving the bond issuance or the refinancing.
Does anyone have any questions on the motion to approve the resolution approving the St. Luke's refunding of bonds? Hearing none, would someone like to make a motion to?
I will make
So moved.
And
I'll second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Thank you. Congratulations to St. Luke's.
All right, thank you all very much. I appreciate your consideration, and everyone stay healthy.
Thanks for being on the call, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Sure, thank you. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
And we have here our final audit, GPA audit report.
Yes, there's no action necessary. This is just the final document for your information.
Mr. Hartney, have you any new business or a staff report for us?
The only brief update, we're still waiting on the Glendon Hotel. We're waiting for basically their offices to reopen.
All right, with that being said, has anyone else any new business they want to offer or?
The one thing I wanted to note, our next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, June 2nd, which is now the new date of the primary election. Do we need to consider a change for that date?
I would like to make a motion to either move it to the succeeding week, as a number of the members of the GPA will be engaged in efforts to make sure that the elections go smoothly, as well as some staff. Would that be a hardship for anyone else, that date being June 9th?
June 9th, you're saying, Charles?
June the 9th, yes. All right, I would make that motion to change the meeting to June 9th at 8:15.
And I would second that motion.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, if you could send that notice out.
Send that notice out, and we'll also have to advertise that.
Yeah. Okay. Very well. If there is no further business to come before this austere authority, may I have a motion to adjourn?
Here it is.
In a second.
And a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, aye.
Please all stay healthy and safe, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Stay
Sarah,
Yes?
did you need me to sign something?
No, Ken can sign. I just
All
need,
right.
I just need 2 board members, so we're good.
All right, Ken better not sign my name.
I will. Don't worry.
I'll get you on fraud, buddy.
Here you go. You ready? Hold on.
I was gonna say, Sarah, you could come to my house, I don't care.